Titus, a key figure in early Christianity, serves as an extraordinary example of leadership, faithfulness, and dedication in the midst of challenges. A recipient of one of Paul's pastoral epistles, the letter to Titus, Titus' life and ministry hold timeless lessons for anyone striving to live with purpose and integrity. His story is one of perseverance in the face of adversity, teaching us valuable lessons on how to lead with humility, how to confront challenges with faith, and how to remain unwavering in our commitments to God and others. The background of Titus. Titus is first mentioned in the New Testament in Paul's letter to the Galatians. He was a Greek Christian who had been converted through the ministry of the Apostle Paul. Titus' early ministry was deeply entwined with Paul's missionary journeys, and he was one of Paul's trusted companions and co-workers. Unlike Timothy, another of Paul's close associates, Titus was not circumcised, a point that became significant in the context of the early church's debates over Gentile believers' obligations to follow Jewish customs. Titus' role in the church was substantial, and he was entrusted by Paul with various important tasks. His leadership and influence are particularly evident through the pastoral letter Paul wrote to him, the letter to Titus, which serves as both an encouragement and a guide for young leaders in the faith. Titus' role in Crete. The letter of Titus is addressed to him as the leader of the Christian community in Crete. Crete, a large island in the Mediterranean, was known for its moral and cultural challenges. The Cretan society was infamous for its immorality, and this is reflected in Paul's description of the islanders in Titus 1:12, where he quotes a Cretan poet who says, "Cretans are always liars, evil brutes, lazy gluttons." This harsh characterization highlights the struggles Titus faced as he sought to lead the church in such a difficult environment. Yet, despite these challenges, Titus is presented as a figure who not only survived in this context, but also thrived. Paul's letter to him serves as a manual for how to establish a thriving Christian community in a hostile environment. Paul encourages Titus to appoint leaders who are faithful, self-controlled, and dedicated to teaching sound doctrine. He emphasizes the importance of good works, urging the Cretans to live in a way that reflects the gospel they have received. Key leadership lessons from Titus. Number 1. Faithful leadership in difficult circumstances. One of the most striking aspects of Titus' story is his faithfulness in the midst of challenging circumstances. Paul's letter to him is full of advice on how to lead in a tough environment. In Crete, where immorality and false teachings were rampant, Titus was called to lead a group of believers who needed strong guidance. Paul tells him in Titus 1:5 to appoint elders in every town, emphasizing the importance of establishing solid leadership structures. Titus' ability to navigate these challenges with grace and integrity is a lesson to all leaders. Whether in a church setting, a workplace, or any other area of influence, effective leadership often requires standing firm in the truth, even when surrounded by distractions and challenges. Titus' ability to lead faithfully in such a time shows us that we can find strength and wisdom in God's guidance when facing difficult situations. Number 2. Humility and servant leadership. Titus was not a man of prominence or wealth, yet he demonstrated a deep commitment to serving others. In his relationship with Paul, he is often described as a trusted helper rather than as a self-seeking individual. Paul entrusted him with several difficult tasks, including delivering tough messages, helping with the collection for the poor in Jerusalem, and dealing with issues of discipline within the church. In the modern world, leadership is often associated with status and power. However, the example of Titus reminds us that true leadership is not about control or recognition. Instead, it is about serving others and remaining humble, even when entrusted with great responsibility. Titus shows us that leaders can be strong and effective while maintaining a posture of humility. Number 3. Commitment to sound doctrine. A significant portion of Paul's letter to Titus deals with the importance of sound doctrine. In Titus, Paul instructs Titus to teach what is in accordance with sound doctrine, emphasizing the need for believers to live according to the teachings of Christ. This teaching is not just theoretical but practical, affecting how believers live out their faith in everyday situations. In today's world, where misinformation and conflicting ideas abound, the example of Titus calls us to remain committed to the truth. Whether in personal growth, professional development, or faith, a commitment to truth is foundational. By adhering to sound doctrine and seeking to live in alignment with it, we can bring clarity and stability to others. Number 4. Patience and perseverance. Titus' work in Crete was not easy. He faced resistance, both from within the church and from the broader Cretan society. Yet Paul's letters encourage him to persevere and continue the good work God had started through him. In Titus, Paul writes, "Declare these things, exhort and rebuke with all authority. Let no one disregard you." This encouragement speaks to the importance of perseverance, even in the face of discouragement or opposition. The ability to persevere in faith and leadership is a hallmark of spiritual maturity. Like Titus, we can face trials and setbacks with patience, knowing that God is with us every step of the way. Titus teaches us that perseverance is not a sign of weakness, but a reflection of strength that comes from faith in God's promises. Number 5. Empowering others. Titus was not a lone leader. His ministry was collaborative, and he was instrumental in empowering others to step into leadership roles. In the letter to Titus, Paul emphasizes the importance of appointing qualified leaders who can continue the work after Titus himself is gone. This shows us the importance of empowering others and passing on the mantle of leadership. Whether in ministry, business, or personal relationships, empowering others to lead is an essential aspect of lasting influence. Leaders who are willing to raise up others are not only helping to build a stronger community, but are also leaving a legacy of faithfulness and service. Titus, a model for modern-day leaders. Titus' life can inspire and challenge anyone in a leadership role. His story is one of resilience and faithfulness, qualities that are often tested in today's fast-paced and challenging world. Whether you are a leader in a church, a business, or your own family, Titus offers a model of leadership that is grounded in service, humility, and dedication to truth. In the workplace, leaders can look to Titus' example of perseverance and commitment to sound principles. The challenges Titus faced are not unlike those many leaders face today, whether it's leading a team through change, dealing with difficult personalities, or overcoming adversity. Titus' example teaches us that leadership is not about ease or comfort, but about remaining faithful to the mission, even when faced with opposition. Embracing the Titus mindset. The legacy of Titus is not just one of historical significance, but one that is still relevant to our lives today. His faithfulness, humility, commitment to truth, and servant leadership are qualities that can inspire and guide anyone who desires to lead well. Just as Titus was entrusted with important tasks in a difficult context, we too can embrace the Titus mindset, to lead with integrity, to persevere through challenges, and to serve others with humility. For anyone seeking motivation in their journey as a leader, Titus provides a shining example. His life demonstrates that no matter the challenges, with faith in God, we can be effective leaders who influence others for the better and create lasting positive change. By embodying the principles that Titus modeled, we too can become leaders who lead not for personal gain, but for the glory of God and the good of others. Thank you for joining me as we explored the powerful leadership lessons from Titus. His faithfulness, humility, and commitment to sound doctrine offer timeless insights for us all. If you found this video inspiring, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more motivational content. Stay faithful, stay strong, and I'll see you in the next video.